Belgium Explained by Geopold. I understand what I'm in store for. I hope you do too. If you don't know who Geopold is, I've done one of his videos so far, and it's hilarious, unhinged, offensive. I have no idea what he's gonna say about Belgium, but yeah, I'm pretty pumped. It's gonna be a good time. Oh, and by the way, how you guys all doing? All my viewers in Europe, what's the weather looking like here in the States? It's October. If you're watching this in the future, starting to cool down. It's really beautiful. I'm enjoying it. Got my sweaters out, wearing pants again. It's not 100 degrees with 90% humidity, so I'm pumped. Let me know in the comments and smash the like button. Let's get into this one. It's gonna be a doozy.
Everything's shaking. Is that an earthquake? Is Trump skipping rope next to me? No!
Oh my
just
God.
drove into Belgium, my friend. Look at the state of the Netherlands border. As soon as you cross it, you're going to be shaking in many different ways. A, from the cold. Belgium's weather is about as appealing as its architecture.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in Charleroi.
Yeah, these soggy Belgians somehow get more rain than the UK. Like, bro, I didn't even know that was possible. B, your ass. What? That's right, it is gonna be shaking. If there's one thing Belgians are good at, it's partying. Their beer is arguably the best in the world. I mean, you know a beer's good.
Really?
Posh Europeans and British geezers can both agree on its quality. Yes. Also, not trying to point any fingers, but if you've ever done an illegal drug anywhere in Europe, it probably came through Belgium, specifically the port of Antwerp. The majority of Europe's comes through this one port, and these Belgians are really creative.
Oh my God.
Nah, not like that. I'm talking about their smuggling methods. I just learned the other day that these motherfuckers will scuba dive into the ocean and seal parcels of stuff to cargo ships, then retrieve them in Belgium the same way. I mean, it's obviously a risky business.
That's crazy.
But I can see why it's a tempting career path. See, obviously the potholes, I don't know, man, dodgy roads, beer, and rain. I'm really seeing some similarities to my homeland right now. D, your boots. No, not them silly wooden clogs they apparently wear out here. You're gonna be shaking in your damn boots when you see the goddamn prices in this country. Yeah, despite looking like this, somehow Belgium is one of the most expensive countries in all of Europe. No idea how they got away with that one, bro. E, you're gonna be shaking your head in disappointment when you see the state of some of these damn Belgian cities, bro. I've already mentioned the horrors of Charleroi. The horrors of Charleroi. But it's not just their fault. Even the capital city, Brussels, is meant to, like, really suck. There's literally a term in architecture and urban planning called Brusselization, which refers to the, I quote, indiscriminate and careless introduction of modern high-rise buildings into gentrified neighborhoods. And Brusselization has become a byword for haphazard urban development and redevelopment. This style of urban planning is what makes Brussels feel so sickly, fake, weird, spaced out, and boring. It's like an American city that should only exist for high-level bureaucratic corporate bullshit, and maybe 1 or 2 millennial burger restaurants, which, I mean, it's a pretty good description of the place.
Streets today.
Another really weird thing about Belgium is the borders. We've
covered Belgium. I'm pretty sure I've done a Belgium video. Like, please don't let this be the first one where Geopold is just absolutely roasting it. Also, if you live in Belgium, let me know if this is funny to you, or if you're like, this is really insulting, because I gotta know.
Nah, not like that. Like this. Much like Belgium itself, these weird exclave towns exist because land ownership in this area during the Middle Ages was very fragmented and locally controlled, and when everyone started forming the big-ass European countries we know today in the 1800s, the UK and many other countries were a bit worried about France's tendency to expand. So, when this little region of the Netherlands revolted, partly due to most of them being Catholics and the Netherlands kind of being Protestant, the UK was like, yo, hear me out, yeah? Let's make this shit a country. I'm talking neutral buffer zone. France can't get their dirty baguette fingers anywhere near my beautiful stroopwafels, and the power balance of Europe will not be swayed in favor of the smelly French. Everyone was like, yeah, cool, apart from the Netherlands. Them Dutchies were understandably a bit pissed. They felt like Europe's major powers, especially the UK, had just phantom taxed a large slice of the Netherlands pie, and they didn't.
Geopold, man, how long does it take you to edit one of these? Because I know how to edit, but holy cow, dude, the amount of content and memes and sound effects that you put in these is insane. It's hilarious, though. Good job.
Didn't even eat it, bro. They just used it to invent the world's dumbest country for the sole purpose of the UK's trade dominance. But what makes this little country so dumb, as I said? Well, take a look at this linguistic map of Belgium. At first glance, you'd think it's just a few slices of the neighboring countries, the Netherlands, France, and a tiny bit of Germany, and you would be correct. Basically, it would have made way more sense for each half of Belgium to just be given to either, you know, the Netherlands or France, maybe with a level of religious or political autonomy, or just made Belgium two small countries. However, both these options would have meant either increasing France's size or giving France a new ally, and the British couldn't even fathom supporting such a horrendous act, and therefore Belgium, the most divided country in Europe, which it says a lot. Okay, there is literally a line going down the middle of this country. Cross it and the culture completely changes. You want to know the best thing about this? Both sides fucking hate each other. The French think they're better than the Dutch think they're way better than the French. Oh, and by the way, they refuse to call themselves Dutch or French. Instead, they use the terms Flanders for the Dutch side and Wallonia for the French side. They have their own flags as well. In my opinion, the Flemish flag goes so hard, and the Wallonia flag is... it's okay. This is a general theme for Belgium, by the way. I don't know, man. Different flags, different languages, two different clear political splits, two nationalities. It's almost like it's, you know, two countries. Crazy. Flanders is absolutely beautiful. No one can deny that. Not even French people. Bruges, Ghent, Antwerp, literally some of Europe's most stunning cities, and the nature here too is actually fabulous. It's exquisite. It's where everyone visits when they go to Belgium, you know? And then Wallonia is you know, it's French. Look, I know I shit on France a lot, but, you know, much like every other Brit, I do actually have a soft spot for French culture. I mean Wallonian. My bad.
Culture. Wine, cigarettes, and pissing on the sidewalk. Oh my god.
Soft spot for French culture. I mean.
I don't know if he's talked more crap on France or Belgium yet.
For example, right, yes, the French side may be known for being way less pretty, having way less people, being more rural, having ugly-ass industrial cities, being way less advanced.
I'm like, what is it me for?
You know, all that. However, I guarantee they're more normal over here, especially their language, okay?
Probably.
Kijk, dat is het hele ding aan de McRib is dus die sausdrizzle. Ze doen de saus niet op de burger, ze doen de burger in de saus. Deze met de barbecue saus. Normaal, ik ben niet zo van barbecue saus, maar die zit gewoon een heel unieke saus op McDonald's. Een fucking R&D development team heeft echt goed gedaan.
It just sound funny. It sounds a little bit like English.
You are literally Dutch. Originally, yes, that matters how. A ridiculous fake language and culture. Send me your cranial measurements. You old Jacobian ape. I must study you for science. Yeah, Dutch or... Flemish, I mean, is less of a language and more of a lifelong tongue twister. And if you're as captivated by this as I am, why not try getting a few words down? Like, for example, meervoudige persoon lichtheid which translates to multiple personality disorders, which is what the country of Belgium has. And if you wanna visit this whimsical bike riding, flower growing, clog wearing region of Europe, let me tell you one thing, right? Having your basic language skills down could be the difference between you being treated like this and being treated like this. And that, my friend, is where italki comes in. Using this online language learning platform, you can take personalized one-on-one lessons with native speaking teachers anytime, anywhere. Because it's just you and the teacher, you'll really focus on your speaking and listening, you know, more conversational skills, which will...
I'm really curious how much these brands pay to do sponsorships. I've had so many of them reach out to me, but I don't want to do them on the channel yet. Maybe sometime in the future, but I just want to make sure you guys get the content. So no sponsorships, but I'm curious how much they pay.
Increase your confidence through actual interactions. For me, that's about
you gotta have a pretty
million
bold
times
company
more useful than what
to
you
have
get out of
Geopold
conventional lessons. When I took language classes in school, I genuinely didn't gain any useful conversational skills. But 30 minutes on italki with my teacher, and I already had the basic phrases down. Hello.
Super. If you say hello, Dutch will start speaking English, and you know we like doing that, yes?
Yeah.
Then we have hoi.
Hoi.
Super. Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Which one do we need right now?
Oh, it would be goedemiddag.
Yes, great.
Ich ben Leo.
See you later.
Later. Tot later. If you want to find a mentor that's a good match for you, just like I did, italki makes it easy.
This is actually pretty cool.
Teachers, and you can find the perfect one through filtering by lesson category or even where the teacher's from. And best of all, with italki, you can pay for each lesson individually. There's no subscriptions, and lessons are priced from only $5. Yes. You also get 3 trial lessons, which are refundable, so there's no financial risk involved. Yes. Also, I've got to tell you about the italki Plus AI learning tools, an optional premium feature that gives learners
This is how you know someone's doing a good ad read when I'm watching it all the way through, because it's funny.
Support through AI tools, lesson summary, personalized practice, progress tracking, everything you need to stay consistent and improve faster. For example, look, you get these auto-generated flashcards that are AI generated from your own lessons, and you can get a 1-month free trial if you hit that link in description. Don't forget to use the promo code Geopold2505, all caps. This gives the first 50 users an extra $5 when they make their first purchase of $10 or more. Yes. So be quick, sign up now. So where were we at? Oh yeah, we were talking about how Belgium was essentially invented by Britain as a fictional state with one singular purpose: weakening France's trade. Look, I don't want to sound dodgy and
really,
but hey, maybe me and this man can finally share a singular political belief for once.
Belgium is not a nation. It's an artificial creation. I know the Brits did it. Maybe once again we can be blamed. But the truth is there are 2 parts of Belgium. They speak different languages. They dislike each other intensely. There's no national TV station. There's no national newspaper. Belgium is not a nation.
And yeah, I guess this explains Belgium's colonial horrors they committed in Africa. It must have all just been them projecting, because deep down they knew they're nothing more than another badly drawn up British diplomatic mask that doesn't suit ethnic or geographic boundaries at all. To be fair though, it would be very hard to draw up a country in this region of Europe that fits either of those 2 criteria. It's such a boiling pot of cultures. And also, there is no decent geographical boundary. There is not a single hill in Belgium. Much like the Netherlands, most of Belgium is flat as a pancake, or should I say Belgian waffle. Just look at the highest point in Belgium, bro.
Belgian waffles, that's right.
In Belgium, too. Are you fucking...
No shit. No shit. This is the highest point in Belgium? That's crazy.
Look at the highest point in Belgium, too. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Anyway, you know what else is gonna have you shaking in this country? Yeah, I'm still doing this, by the way. F, you're gonna be shaking in rage from how delayed your train is. A bit like BuzzFeed in 2016, or
What did that say?
Rage from how delayed your train is. A bit like Buzz.
It was so fast. Gosh darn it.
F, you're gonna be shaking in rage from how delayed your train is. A bit like...
In 2023, a record 46,086 trains were canceled in Belgium. Damn, that's a lot of trains. 46,000? Is that real?
BuzzFeed in 2016 or Vice in 2025, because there's a 1 in 17 chance you're gonna get cancelled. But why are the trains so shit? Well, rain, ice, strikes, crumbling infrastructure, a lack of money to invest in public stuff like trains. But why, I hear you say? Well, despite the average Belgian citizen paying a ghastly 43% tax,
I never knew Belgium
Belgian
would come with all this.
All the gazillionaires in this country evade tax completely by moving their bank accounts or citizenship or selling their businesses to multinational
So much
companies
info
based
here.
in Luxembourg, the fictional country which exists for the sole purpose of doing Belgium's dirty work. Luxembourg will always be ready to hurriedly drop to their knees and meat ride Belgium to every depraved, disgusting, evil corner of humanity, whether they're doing this by
God
laundering rich Belgian tax evaders' money through their endless bank accounts, which they have more of than citizens, by the way, whether it's doing this by helping out in one of history's most evil genocides in the Congo, which Luxembourg still perpetuates today by, for example, a couple months ago, playing a key role in delaying the EU's sanctions against Rwanda, who are clearly, openly funding, controlling, and actively to this day launching terrorist armies, aka M23, into the South Kivu region of the DRC. If you don't know, Rwanda uses the UK and EU's money to fund the paramilitary group M23. They commit these mass acts of terror in retaliation for the genocide which happened to their ethnic group in the 90s, which only happened because Belgium, hundreds of years prior, created a caste system.
Is this where the like Christian genocide is going on right now? I know it's happening in Africa. Was it Rwanda or is it a different country? You won't see it on the news. Like nobody talks about it unless this is what it is. He's talking so fast with so much information on the screen. I'm going to be honest. It's a little hard to follow.
And because Belgium, hundreds of years prior, created a caste system where Tutsis owned the land and Hutus were the workers. When Belgium left Rwanda, the Hutus revolted, took control of the country. They started implementing increasingly harsher, more nationalistic policies against the Tutsis because they felt the dead suffered under the Tutsi rule for so many years. Really, it was just Belgium's manufactured caste system. Obviously, it just worked out for Belgium to put the Tutsis in control because in Rwanda, the Tutsis are the minority. And it's impossible to enforce a colonial capitalist system without manufacturing or providing your own elite ruling minority. Anyway, leading up to the 90s, the now Hutu-controlled country Rwanda got so insanely nationalistic that they ended up genociding the Tutsis, which is the Rwandan genocide. Over 1 million people were massacred. I don't really have words for how bad it was. You know, you kind of have to like research it yourself, honestly. But obviously, this led to a lot of Tutsis to this day being absolutely like devastated and extremely angry, especially because the trials for those who committed the Rwandan genocide were so impossible to do and probably completely ineffective. It means a lot of Tutsis want revenge still, and some of these people fight in M23. What they do is they go over the border into the ethnically Hutu civilian region of the Congo and commit some of the most disgusting things I've ever even come across in my life. Right, that whole history run through was like very, very, very oversimplified, but all you really need to know for my point in this video is that Luxembourg are the ones who vetoed the EU's sanctions against Rwanda, even though Rwanda are openly funding M23. And what do they spend the money on? Think of the worst nightmare you've ever had times 7 million. Congolese their speciality seems
he's having to blur out and mute so much that I can't even get all the info.
To be the at gunpoint of Congolese women one by one in order to ethnicity. And as you can imagine, the Congolese people in this region really don't want to be subjected to what the Rwandan army posing as M23 does, as I just highlighted. And despite these attacks only starting a few months ago, M23 have already displaced 1.1 million Congolese women and children, who now join the 6.7 existing Eastern Congolese citizens that have to flee their homes to escape stuff like this. Oh, and any stupid fucking Belgium Neanderthals will have the nerve to say some shit like, oh, but the African immigrants are ruining our amazing culture invented by the British people in 1830. Oh no, our amazing potatoes and inbreeding. We cannot let these violent people roam our streets. No, 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 no. Violent? You want to talk about violence? How about you have a look through some of these first-hand accounts of what M23 are doing? Just have a pause and read if you disagree with me here. and then tell me with your whole heart that you would
I
not
don't
want
want
to
to.
emigrate
I don't want to.
yourself and your family from that area if you were faced with such horrors, you know? How would you not become an immigrant in this situation? Please name me one person who would not become an immigrant if they were faced with this kind of brutality. Also, like, I don't know, killing 16 million people isn't exactly civilized Western behavior, is it? Even if it had been happening for centuries before he showed up, probably should maybe apologize for letting that one slide. I can't lie. Look, all I'm saying, Belgians, maybe the best way to not have an immigrant problem is to not create an immigrant in the first place. Maybe if you don't forcibly steal a man's land, resources, family, hands, entire limbs, he could make do perfectly fine for himself in the Congo. Ah, but you should hear how quiet this electronic car is, yeah? When I drive it, yeah. It goes 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds faster than all other cars, bro. It's crazy. I'm so happy.
I feel bad for sitting here smiling. It's just the way that he delivers this video, but this is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Can do this good deed for the world. I'm so happy I can fix the planet. That's right, I'm eco-friendly, man. I'm eco-friendly, you know. I have a very good carbon footprint. That term definitely wasn't invented by BP. And yes, the Congolese children, they may have had to crawl around in a mud pit, grappling for a scrap of cobalt in order to earn a single pinch of fufu so I can have this crazy high-tech battery system in my car. But bro, I promise this is worth it. My Tesla is so much better than your average petrol car because, oh boy, just wait till you hear. This is gonna blow your mind. This is how I'm changing the planet for better, man. Just listen. Instead of burning the fossil fuels in the engine of my car, I instead get the fossil fuels burnt in the power plant, then transmitted as electricity into my car instead. It's so great, man. I cannot see the consequences of my...
I just, like, again, he is hitting the nail on the head right here. I feel like I've made this point so many times in, like, a ton of my videos about carbon footprints, electric cars, all of this. I feel the exact same way with what he's saying. I mean, that's really what the whole point is.
Into my car instead. It's so great, man. I cannot see the consequences of my actions at all. It's great. I can't see the consequence of my actions at all. Right, and as a final note on this video, I want to address my name, finally. It has absolutely nothing to do with Belgians, Belgium, and especially not their kings. I have no relation whatsoever to Belgium. It's just a random country to me. I'm Swedish. It's a completely different root of the name Leopold.
Okay.
And yeah, it's my name. But it's also what a bunch of men in my Swedish family are called. And that is the reason I have this name. So, yeah.
That's how he ends the video? Oh my gosh. That was a lot. Who recommended this to me? I know you guys love watching me sit here and squirm. I was having a great time until the end there. Got a little too serious for me. Rachevo, I'm probably pronouncing your name completely incorrect, but thank you for the recommendation. I feel like I have to go do some research now, figure out what the hell is going on. Okay, guys, there is like a handful of people that run the whole world, and they orchestrate all of this. I'm slightly kidding, slightly not. Okay? All right, that's it. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep talking about this stuff. You guys have a great day. See you later.